we're out on our new job in Riddles Creek. I haven't been able to upload any of our previous jobs because the SIM card got corrupted. So we've been trying to recover the files. So I think all my videos, if they do come out, are going to come out a little bit backwards and things like that. This is the job here. We're basically coming in, giving him 500-600 off, and building sort of a bit of a rock wall feature, gaps, garden sort of style wall. My plan for the first day today is come in, clean all these piles up, obviously, separate the rock out, and then sort of see where we're at. Maybe start doing a bit of digging, then sort that digging out. But we'll see how it is. The ground is so rocky. When I got the machine in here on Monday, I had to come around the backside because I didn't want to drive over his new driveway, and you can just see it's absolutely everywhere. Rock, 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 rock. So it's going to make for an interesting dig, that's for sure. Not a massive fan of using rock that's come out of the ground. I'm just going to find the isolator. There we are. If I can get it in today would be good. Nope, you don't want to play ball. What about you? There we go. It's just too mismatched in size, and makes it harder. I personally don't think I can get a very good finish on it in terms of making it look good, but we'll jump in the machine. I'm going to let this warm up, and I just unhook the grab now, put the shaking bucket on, and just start ripping through these piles a little bit, see what I can come up with. Alright, we've been cracking into it for about an hour and a half, nearly 2 hours. Pretty much sorted through most of the stockpile of rock, which is here. That's what's come out of the dirt, all this stuff. If you remember in the first video, all this was stockpiled up probably about 2 meters. It's now flat, besides this little pile of stuff here that I haven't cleaned through, which is what I'm going to do now. I'm basically just sifting it on the edge. I'm just going to make myself a bit of a, like, I'll rake through all this loose shit, make myself a bit of a platform, then I'm going to come down here and start scooping up some of this rock along the edge. A lot of it we can't use. There's definitely rock that we can. Not ideal rock, but we can use it. But yeah, we'll make do. Alright, so I pretty much got that big pile. Well, we do have it cleaned up now. So all I've started doing is going along this edge, seeing what I can cut out just with this. So I'm not trying to really dig it, I'm just trying to expose what I can get. Clean it and throw it over here, and then I'm going to come back through with the digging bucket and see what I can rip through. Because he wants, that's 2 meters, so you know, this stuff here I can feel will probably have to come out. There's like rock there, so I'm just gonna pull back what I can. Clean what I can. Plus, if there's any bigger stuff in here, better use in the wall than it is in the ground. So, plus you're not going to be able to plant anything in there if it's full of rock. So, all right. Just started cutting out for the rock wall. I'm going to overcut it with whatever I can so that I can find the perfect line for the rocks because what is that noise? There's a lot of rock down here, and I want to be able to fill it as much as I can. Obviously I need to allow for bringing rocks back as well as the base rock, so you can always put the dirt back, and you won't be able to plan it out, so there's that as well. So a few reasons to over excavate a little bit. Tell you what, some of these are in the ground. But we are getting through it, which is good. Alright, machine's all packed up, bucket's tucked in, got a fair bit done. This is all the rock piled up, there's a fair bit of it, so you can get a bit of a scale. It's a size 12 boot, so pretty decent sized rocks. Just spoken to the owner. I want to get a hammer in, break out this corner, break this, break this, break this, break that, and then while I've got it here, I'd probably just go through and pop those couple, just from the fact of you're not going to be able to put any plants. It's higher than the driveway, and it's just ugly. We'll get a better finish, but looking back, you can see made a fair big difference today. It's about, what time is 1:30, so just after. So we started just after 7, so you know, nearly 7 hours in that. Fair bit of rock there. It's probably 30 cube, 30, maybe even 40 cube. Some big rocks in there. So if he gives me the go ahead, I've got a hammer organised to get on that, and we'll get it done. But we'll be back here tomorrow. All right, back here this morning. Bit of a late start. I think this one doesn't start. No, it doesn't. Bit of a late start. Had to go pick up the hammer. So here we are. Here she is. Yeah. Big girl. Hoping I can just grab it from over the fence. Trying to avoid driving anywhere near his driveway with the truck or excavator. I took it in on Monday. I went around the property. It's a bit of a pain, but I have to do that again. I'll do it again. I'm hoping I can just lean over. I'll move that bit of fence, push that gravel out of the way, lean over and grab it. So today's plan is to pop that out, don't know what, I think that should be alright, that, all this, that, and then that corner, there's a fair bit in there too. So this is all the clean dirt that I'm going to use to backfill, because we're pretty low in spots. So I'm going to make a nice pad of that, start putting the rocks in, and then start pulling this back down. Yeah, got a bit of rock there. We'll fire the machine up, let it warm up, and then we'll see if we can go get this hammer out of the truck without breaking anything. Alright, hammer's on, well, out of the truck. I'm gonna grab some tools. I've got to change some fittings, get the hammer hooked up, hopefully without any headaches. I've got the new fittings in here that should just screw into mine, so I can just screw the hammer up. With all things considered, I hope it should just work. So we'll get it, grab these fittings, we'll get it all hooked up, and hopefully without any headaches start hammering. All right, caption of day 2, we got fuck all done, to say the least. It is 5:03 and I'll show you what we got done. Machine's all parked up. We got that broken and that broken. One of the fittings on the machine I couldn't get off when I had, because I have fancy fittings on my grab, it I have to take them out to use other attachments. So I obviously don't own the hammer, I just hire it, and I couldn't get one of the fittings out. Tried, so I had to get the hydraulic guys out. They tried. Finally we got it after about an hour. This was at about 2 o'clock, 2:30. So we got it all, and then we made sure, like, he had to use a pretty big wrench to get it off, so I had to use it, then take it apart, make sure I can get it undone with just like a normal shifter, and then it's about an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of brake in there. This rock is solid rock. There's not a pit in it. That is complete solid. It's actually probably the most dense I've ever seen rock. There's not a pit in it. It's just hard hammering. Hard hammering. So this stuff broke up real easy. Didn't want to go too close to the drive because I'm assuming it goes under it, but so we got those big ones there are going to take probably a fair few hours tomorrow, and then that corner, so I reckon tomorrow's pretty much done for hammering. At least half of the day, I reckon. Then while I've got the hammer, I'll just go through and clean up whatever's here. That way we're well below concrete height. And yeah, so today was nearly a waste of time. Paid for a hire of a hammer for 2 hours work, but it is what it is. So tomorrow I'm probably going to jump up on the scaffold, put the time lapse up there, and you can just watch me hammer. So catch us in the morning. Alright, back out here this morning. I'd like to say this is day 2, but it's not, it's day 3. Yesterday we got about an hour and a half, 2 hours working, which is what you see broken there, which isn't done being broken. That one's pretty much done. I can't go any deeper because it would be close to the driveway. So today's plan is get it all broken out, get it all filled and leveled, like a nice big chunk of clean dirt down there, and then start placing rock basically. I think the rest of the day, I don't know if I'm going to get to putting any rock into it today. This is very solid. So what I'm going to do is, so you guys don't have to listen to the hammer, I'm going to go up on this scaffold, set the camera up, and you can actually see the whole job from up there. So I'm going to get this warmed up. While this is warming up, I'll set the camera up, and hammer's already on. We'll get stuck into it. Alright. As you see, well, the battery died at some point, but the hammering's pretty much, well, it is done. It's been done for a while. We got all this cleaned up enough now that we can get some rock. Just get down off this scaffold. Hopefully it's weight rated. Plan is for Monday. I think Monday's a public holiday, but that doesn't mean anything to me. I'm gonna come in. He was happy for me to keep this higher and have the rocks on top and whatever, but I'm just gonna, I don't know, I'll finish cleaning this section up on Monday. All this is below enough, so that'll be concrete height there. And this is all just fill that I've put in. So I might just give that a rake through again as well. So all this is cleaned up. Machine's parked. So that pretty much took most of the day. I mean, it's still, I think it's about 2:30, 3 o'clock now. Yeah. So we'll get all this sorted Monday. I'm hoping that Monday we can get most of the rock in. Pretty much knock it over, I reckon. So I did see a broom in the shed, so I'm just going to give this a quick sweep, get this dirt off, and then call it a day. We will see you on Monday. Alright, back out here Monday. We just filled up, chucked the hammer in the truck. Now we're gonna go get the grab on and start going through these piles of rock a bit, start putting some rock in basically. That's the general plan. So I'm hoping I can pretty much get this knocked out today. I do have to leave by like 2 o'clock, so I have to go drop the hammer off. I didn't get time on Friday to drop it off, so I'm going to drop it off today. But this is all prepped. He's wanted very space, natural, just nothing structured. So there's not much involved in doing that. So I might just put my shaking bucket on, clean all this, and then we'll get the grab on it, and I'll put the camera back on and we'll get stuck in. Alright, so all the boring stuff's done. I've separated all the small stuff we're not going to use, pulled out all the big stuff, so pretty much now just going to start grabbing some rock, putting it down and seeing how it looks basically. Don't have any plan of attack, don't have any idea on how it's going to look or how it's going to work. We're just going to make it up. It's giving me full creativity on it. So I am just going to play around with it. Doesn't want straight edges, doesn't want round edges, doesn't. He just wants it very natural. Gaps, plenty of gaps for plants. So here we go. Rock one. there's our pile of rock we broke and dug out of here. This is what he wanted, so it's not my typical style. It is very easy to do, just to chuck them around, but he wants a very green style embankment more so than a wall, so we just used some flatter rock so he can actually get up. He's going to plant and mulch all this out with some of those and put that pile of rock there, which you've probably seen in the time lapse, just in front of the wall. But yeah, this is the finished project of our Riddles Creek job. We're out in Greendale as of tomorrow, I think. I have to confirm that, but yeah, something a bit different. Well, I'm happy that we're actually able to get the rock in because of how much rock come out of the ground, as you can see over there. But this is another one done, so we'll catch you guys on the next one.